Hi everyone, my name is Beatrice Garr, and I'm here to give a presentation about nuclear import and export of the cell. Materials are transported in and out of the cell nucleus through small holes called nuclear pores. You might be wondering, what exactly is the nuclear pore complex? Nuclear pores mediate the transport of all macromolecules and proteins between the nucleus and the cytoplasm of the cell. These proteins must have special sequences that indicate they belong inside of the nucleus. Here's a quick fun fact. The entire nuclear pore complex has a diameter of about 120 nanometers. Isn't that really interesting? Alright, so now that I've clearly defined what the nuclear pore and the nuclear pore complex is, let's get into what nuclear transport is. So what is nuclear transport? Nuclear transport refers to the mechanisms by which molecules move across the nuclear membrane of a cell. This includes the import and export of large molecules from the cell nucleus, which is tightly controlled by nuclear pore complexes. Now let's talk about nuclear import. Nuclear import is the process in which proteins are imported into the cell nucleus. Large and small molecules can be imported into the cell nucleus, but usually large molecules are imported by way of active transport. These large molecules are marked by a nuclear localization signal. As mentioned in the previous slide, large molecules are tagged by a nuclear localization signal. Nuclear localization signals, or sequences, are amino acid sequences that tags a protein for import into the cell nucleus by nuclear transport. Typically, this signal consists of one or more short sequences of positively charged lysines or arginines exposed on the protein surface. And last but certainly not least, we're going to touch on nuclear export. So the process of nuclear export roughly reverses the process of nuclear import. In nuclear export, the exportin binds the cargo and the RAND GTP and diffuses through the pore to the cytoplasm, where the complex dissociates. Now it's time for a quick overview of everything that was discussed in this TED Talk. First, I discussed the nuclear pore complex and what exactly it is. Next, I gave a quick overview of nuclear transport. Next, we talked about nuclear localization signals. After that, we discussed nuclear import. And lastly, nuclear export. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk, and I hope you learned something new about nuclear import and export.